live here in Joburg. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're in the place. We are live in Joburg, downtown Joburg, to be exact, on a city tour. This is one of these hop on, hop off tours, and we're checking out down. I guess this will be considered downtown Joburg. But if you could hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're in the place. We are on, I think, day number 4, something like that, here in Joburg. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate it. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know who you are, where you're visiting, where you're joining us from. Downtown Joburg. It's what's interesting that I'm noticing is that there are, I believe that this is downtown Joburg, different parts of Joburg. And so um, this looks kind of like um, a typical, um, a typical downtown where you got the high-rise buildings and the uh, people hanging out, people going back and forth to work. This is, you don't see as many people hustling and bustling. Um, I don't, as a matter of fact, because here it's holidays. They call it holiday. And because they go to school, the children go to school for 6 weeks, and then they are off for 2.5 weeks, I believe, and they go to school all year round. As you can see, this sign here, vote EFF, that is, and the guy on there is Julius Malema. Julius Malema. When you get an opportunity, you should Google him. You should Google him and check him out. He is one of the. He is. He is one of the political candidates here in Joburg. Uh, if you're watching this and you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm not just talking to the screen, talking to myself. I got a thumbs up there already, but I want to make sure that they gave me a thumbs up because they can hear. But please give me a thumbs up uh, if you can hear me. I got a wireless mic in here. I want to make sure I'm being heard, so please give me a thumbs up. But yeah, so Julius Malema, um, fiery guy. He is calling for basically, um, for Africa to get rid of the borders. He's calling for South Africa to basically get rid of, um, to really take back the land that the colonizers have stolen. As you may know, they have, you got my brother over here selling some wares. Grand Rising African Queen. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, African Queen, give me a thumbs up. Tell me yes or something, and I know that you can hear me. My man over here selling some wares here. Look like he. Okay, good. I appreciate it. Yeah. So Julius Malema, part of the political party, the EFF, and they are. He's basically calling for, the for Africa, for South Africa to take back, Black South Africa to take back the land that has been stolen, taken by the apartheid regime, the colonizers. Um, because here in South Africa, a majority of the of the land and the property and the wealth is in the hands of the colonizers, and he's calling for them to you know take things back. And I was talking to somebody who lives here, talking to a couple of people, as a matter of fact, and one of them was mentioning the fact that um, they were mentioning the fact that what the other political parties are talking about in opposition to Julius Malema is that if he gets into power, then there won't be jobs and all of this other stuff. And so there's a lot of opposition to him because there are always those who they want to kowtow to the colonizers, but there's always somebody who's wanting to stand up and say no, we're not going to continue to allow the colonizers to have free reign in this country. In fact, I was talking to somebody this past Sabbath afternoon on the way to lunch um, from church, and they were mentioning how the guy was mentioning he's I can't even remember what he does, something in strategic planning or something. He's an entrepreneur here, and he was talking about how he when he gets into these meetings, because he has a lot of meetings or whatever, and he gets into these important business meetings, and he's oftentimes the only black person there. And this is a young guy, millennial. He's probably, I'm assuming, probably in his 30s or whatever. But he was talking about how he is one of the only, he was in this particular meeting that he was in recently. He was the only black person there, and it just emphasizes the fact that they are, these guys are, the colonizers are still in power here, which really, you know, sucks, is depressing. But yeah, this is downtown South Africa. This is nice, man. This is nice. I would have gone live a little bit earlier so you can see some of the other areas. We're on a hop on, hop off tour, and it is nice down here. It's not, as I was saying, it's not as bustling as I guess, as you would expect a downtown to be, because I think some businesses may be closed, or I know some offices are closed as well because they're on holiday. The Apparently the students, they have 6 weeks on, uh, so they go to school for 6 weeks and then they have 2 weeks off, 2.5 weeks off, or something like that. Um, but the thing is, they go to school year round. They go to school year round, and so um, it's not. Uh, oh, I think it's buffering on your end because it's buffering on my end, African Queen. Um, yeah, so hopefully we're back up. Yeah, but yeah, so we're gonna show that Soweto tour tomorrow when we get back on the bus, because we weren't able to. We won't be able to make the connection for the Soweto bus tour today. One of the things I've noticed is that a lot of the lights are off, and so you end up, people just stop at the stop sign. So this one, you see, this one is green, um, but then I've seen a lot of them that you don't, they're just off. Um, but also, I know that they have what is called load shedding here, where the power goes off. It's systematic. I guess at certain times of the day, or um, apparently you go online and there's a schedule where the power is supposed to go off, and in certain um, buildings, apartments, and things like that, they may have generators, and so of course you won't be necessarily affected by it. But in other areas, you have to deal with the load shedding. We've been fortunate in that since we've been here, we have not had to deal with the load shedding. In the Airbnb that we're in, I don't know if they have a generator, but we have not had to deal with the load shedding. We also have been gone throughout the day, so that could be it as well, but I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised that they have. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they have load shedding. Excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a generator um, in the Airbnb that we're in. But yeah, one thing I've noticed since we've been here is that uh, is that South Africa, especially specifically Joburg, um, because we haven't been anywhere outside of Joburg. Johannesburg is a lot like America, as you can see. Um, this is this is a lot like what you would see in America. So I would say that if you looking to, if you're looking to move to Africa or considering it, um, and you are afraid of just going straight full blown Africa, this would be the best transition spot because you're going to get a lot of the amenities here, um, a lot of the amenities that you would get in America, um, a lot of the amenities. Um, so this would be a good spot, a good place for you to, if you wanted to say, okay, I want to move to the continent, but I don't know if, I could just go straight to Ghana or Rwanda or someplace like that, Kenya, but I definitely want to go, and I want to see how it is. This would be a good spot for you to go, just to at least come and check it out and see, can we do it? Because it's so much, it's a lot like America. I have not done a video in the mall yet, but we went to, and we may, uh, I don't know, we may get back to that before we leave. But we went to this one mall, Santa City Mall, and I watched a video. There's a YouTube family called the Jones Family channel. You should check them out. A really, really, really good couple. As a matter of fact, I met um, the husband, Ricky Jones. I think like our second day here. Um, really, really nice guy, really good family. Check out their channel, the Jones Family, or the Jones channel. I can't remember which one it is. But they were talking about it in one of their videos about um, how the malls are just so huge here, and I mean you can't really. And I was like, okay, it's a big mall. Man, we went to that mall, Santa City Mall, on was it Sunday? I think. Um, what's today? Monday? No, it was Friday. It was Friday. I'm sorry. We went on Friday, and that thing, because we met him there. That mall is so huge. It's 7 different levels. It has to be. It has to be hundreds of stores. I mean, it's just too many stores. I mean, it's one of those places where you go and you literally have to. I mean, you spend probably like the whole day or two in that one mall, because there's so many stores. It's just like it just never ends. It just never ends. Um, and I was told that that's not even their biggest mall. Their biggest mall is Mall of Africa, um, and I don't think we're gonna make it there. But it's just, I mean, their malls are huge, huge. I've never seen been to a mall that big. Never ever. Didn't even know they existed. Um, but yeah, I don't know where we are now. I think we may be coming up to the Apartheid Museum. I believe so. Um, but yeah, I wanted to kind of give you guys a live view of Joburg. Yeah, but This is a this is Joburg. We're on a hop on, hop off bus tour, and it's a nice spot. I mean, it's you know I'll share some of my I'll do my pros and cons, my pros and cons of South Africa, and also okay, there we go. I tell them we're coming to check out Joburg because we're trying to see where the Lord will have us to be in the future. Um, and Man, I forgot where I was going. Have mercy. I had something in my lap and I dropped it, and I completely forgot where I was going. But yeah, when we get here, we can tell people we're um, coming to visit and check it out. Potentially, sometimes people are, just that as it's been in many other countries. People wonder why you are thinking of leaving America, um, because America is thought of as the land of milk and honey. That's where we all should be trying to get to. Um, what was crazy is I was talking to somebody, I think yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday, and they were talking about how they know somebody, they have a family member, a cousin or something, who lives in Texas, and they're from here and they're coming back because they're like they just can't do it. They just can't do it in America, um, because it's just it's for all of you who live in America, then it's just so much going on there, um, and so and then when you think about it, there are a lot of people who are considering moving out of the country, leaving, even if it's going to Africa or especially since the two candidates, I said my especially since we don't have uh, two candidates. You got to choose between being shot or being killed. I mean, being shot or being stabbed. So yeah, but that's what we are. But family, I want to appreciate you guys for checking out the video today. I'm gonna pause this video, come back to you guys later with another video. If you have not done so, please like and subscribe, uh, and tell somebody else about the video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.